Whenever the pendulum swings is when post-commentary is going to appear. Now on with the video. Good morning, mademoiselles and messieurs, Mystery Man 64 at your service. Last time we finished off the impact site and saw one of the optional bosses you can face there, the Gulix, which is only one that our waters can take care of. Only meant for our naval corps. On even number days, you encounter something else that is infinitely more nice and friendly. Yes, you heard me, nice and friendly. It is actually a beneficial beast. That was an alliteration. A beneficial beast. Because you know I love my alliterations. But I don't think I will need much for today. I'll mostly just need reds and blues. And I guess why I need reds and blues. We did that in the last video. Can't be copyright if I don't say the right words, right? Right? Ha 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 ha. Sing it in a not great tune. No. I don't need many. Yeah, that was terrible for today. Truly terrible. Only a few. Only a few. So, I know when I said if you leave and come back, some things will respawn. Well, it takes a little bit longer than that for things to respawn, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Yeah. And speaking of alliteration, welcome back to Post-Commentary Podcast. I know I did some speaking and the ear destruction of the non-singing. You're not welcome. You guys can take care of that, because we're going to be going after the second and last boss type enemy in this area. This is... Come on. I probably could have gotten more reds to take care of these guys a bit easier, but you know, it's... Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, we got our waters to deal. Yeah, get him! There we go, excellent. This one's sneaky. Oh, I thought there was. Yeah, good luck with that one, Chief. Just rush. Just rush. Just rush. Yeah, there's no easy way around that one. You just need to go. That's... How did I do that? I'm honestly surprised that didn't wake it up. I'm impressed that went as well as it did. Me too, honestly. Same. Now, this is what you're supposed to do. Take your water. Actually... Oh. Yeah, no, you're too low to throw them on top of the box to make them hover. You wanted to try to do a cool thing, but then it didn't work. Yeah, punch. Olimar, punch! Captain Olimar, punch! Instead of, you know the reference. You know what I was referencing. You know. Or you guys can, back. Yep, take back some corpses. You can also take that. Though you need a single red to help them. Up that blue boy. Yes. So if you were using the Wii version, you actually, I think you have a long enough throwing distance to throw them behind the box and get this without waters. I just throw them to my advice. Yeah, I throw them over there. Throw. Yeah. You can, or throw at least some so you don't go across, because you saw how some went with. So you're looking out for a small gap. Yeah. Burring Snagret. That one. Actually, yes, this one. Yeah, one of them has an item, and there's more than one of them. It's sneaky. Yeah, and I'm just tossing them on top of its head to do damage. Although it's nomming on quite a bit of Pikmin, but look at that. Half of its health is already over. Yeah, and its head can get stuck and then you just swarm. Yeah, it gets taken out very quickly if you know what to do. It's the Geiger counter. Every spaceship needs one of these, but I don't actually know what it's for. Every once in a while it goes wild and lets out a lot of noise, but I never pay much attention to it, so it doesn't do me much good. I really should read that manual these days. Oh, that's mildly concerning. Oh, you can even tell it's going all wild. It's going completely mental. Just look at it go. I mean, you know, because the air does possess poisonous gas on this planet, you know, the poisonous gas known as oxygen. Which is interesting. Which brings up to mind, what kind of thing... And we can fight her again if we want. What does an Olimar breathe? I don't really see the point of it. I've already gotten pretty much back whatever it is I lost. Or rather, a coquetation. Virtually speaking, anyways. Hot chocolate tin. Do they not breathe oxygen? And if so, that's mildly fascinating. Guess I'll get more blues. I'm just kind of doing whatever I want with the rest of this day. I don't need to. But it's not like I'm doing much else now, am I? Yeah, this is just kind of filler now, unfortunately. This is a filler episode. We got the part we needed. Everything else is more or less filler. Don't you just hate episode filler? But this is fun. Yep. Let's get to listen to the nice music. Is it going to give me another 100 spiel? Part of me hopes it does, part of me hopes it doesn't. Survey says... 99. I thought it was it. First hope. Done. Never have to come back here again either. 3 areas done and only 1 area left. This noisy gauge is always letting out spontaneous clicks and buzzes. It can be kind of annoying. I've now recovered 19 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 10 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Final countdown. Only 10 remain. Oh, look at my little moomins. Because they moo! I love how they moo. Some people ask why they moo, but not you guys do that. Is it going to give me the 100 spiel again? How they moo. Please do. Now I won it a 3rd time. Do it again. Yeah, so I just spend the rest of this day just messing around. I think it's funny. Keep doing it. Oh, could you tell that's totally sarcasm? I definitely couldn't tell. Honestly, he was doing a spectacular job of doing sarcasm. Honestly. Asked me. He fooled me. Excellent. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell the difference between that and his normal voice. Actually, hold on. For maximum... Never mind. Maximum... I saw what was over there, and then I went... You know what? On second thought, how about nah? Were you thinking of bombs? You know what? On second thought, let's don't do that. Okay, sure. Let's instead do a smarter thing. What is the smarter thing? Oh, hey, a honey wisp. Those just kind of randomly spawn in with little bits of nectar. You're nice. You just gotta whack them with a min and they... In case you're wondering why I'm swarming over the nectar, it's because one singular leaf can drink an entire thing of nectar, so you want to swarm so you can get as much nectar as possible, or much flower Pikmin as possible. Speaking of, I could try to make some flowers. There's plenty of grass. Yeah, just... Really? Do you even care? I guess you do care that much. The OCD is getting to you. So be it. If you leave them in the ground for long enough, they will naturally bud and then sprout. In fact, I could wait to make it's leaf, bud, then flower. I mean, I'm sure some people understand what I was trying to English, but ultimately fail in the attempts. But yeah, I think I just gonna get up. There you go. You gotta wait for them to go into the onion to withdraw, not deposit. I am withdrawing a loan of all of my blue Pikmin. Oh yeah, that sound is them changing. That if you heard a bunch of those noises in a row, they were transforming. So there you go. You can't just leave them in the ground. And they're still messing with the grass, even though I whistled. Let's just try to get as many flowers as possible, I guess. This will make things easier in the long run, I guess. Potentially speaking, anyways. Oh yeah, that was Burrowing Snagret. He hides in the ground, and you can throw it directly at his face. You might think those are good for yellows, but they can get stuck in the ground where you can swarm them and do a lot of damage. Plus, they're low enough to where you can throw reds just right at their faces. Bit of a risky maneuver, but I did it and it paid off. If you don't care, there are so many about losing a couple of Pikmin. If you just throw them at their face, you can really take them down quickly. You'll probably lose probably in the ballpark of 5 to 10 Pikmin, which isn't bad. Woo! 43. That's a lot. Yeah, a lot of blue boys. All the waters. That's a lot of Pikmin boys. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Though they drink plenty of nectar. Oh, there's some nectar there. I didn't even notice it because it was turning into not day. Dusk. And the golden... Let's see if there's any more grass around or any way I can get more nectar. Golden dusk was blending in. We want nectar. Sweet, delicious, decadent nectar. Is that what you want to do? Surely there's areas around here that want to do a weird thing to me. Surely. Don't call me Shirley. So dumb. Surely. Oh, come on. You and I both know there's more ears than that game. You can't play me. Are you sure about that? It's I who plays the game. It is I who does the playing. Sir and or madame. Do not assume the video games gender me. Oh, really? So... I guess there were less nectar. I'm so silly. Oh, no. Honey wisps! Throw without concern. Toss back here. Yay! Those are honey wisps, I believe they are called. And they just spawn in with little bits of honey or nectar attached to them. Yeah, they're just nice little enemies. They more or less appear randomly. I don't know if there's like areas they specifically spawn in. They might. If I could, please, if I could just get some more nectar. I assume that's what you want, what you really, really want. You're just throwing reds up there. Oh, that spawned quite a few. You're gonna try to come back with some yellows, aren't you? Reds already got quite a bit of love. Yeah. Though going for the yellow flowers is risque business. Naturally, there are of course some idiots on the field. Of course. I do love how chill this game can be at times. That do everything other than cooperate. Any others that have been lost to time? Of course there are. Why would it be anything else? Yeah, 14 out of 17. That works. Why would it be anything else? Anything else. There you go. Oh, that's a lot of leaves. Granted, I did lose like 1 million. Why did I keep doing that? Yeah, these boys need the most TLC 10 to 11k, baby. Need a little bit of 10 to 11k. Oh, yeah. You might want to just... Yeah, that was the best you could probably muster. It'll have to do. Yeah. It'll do. It'll do. As long as I didn't lose them, like a foolish person, like last time. Oh, alright. Like you did when you tried to flower a bunch of reds, and then time ended. You lost 3 because they got stuck behind a wall somewhere. Because, you know, Pikmin AI. AI. Yep. Pikmin AI. It's magical. Not good. You deserve it. Oh, that'll be nearing this and nearing the end of this post-commentary podcast. 10 days since Impact. Yes, Impact. Hope has begun to well up within me for the Dolphins' repair and my own chances for a reunion with my dear family. Tomorrow, I shall go forth with a new attitude and continue my exploration in a different region. I hope that fortune will smile upon me. Raised all of, except our yellows, up a little bit more. Good. Oh, only one left? What happened to the other? You know what? Never mind. Doesn't matter. We're at 19. And we're at the last area. And I should have plenty of time to do all of the things that I want to do here. Until then. Oh man, this is gonna be one that's either gonna go alright or very, very poorly. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see which horror atrocity awaits. Oh, I can't wait. It's great, really. Yeah. The Distant Spring has 10 parts. There is still one more part that we don't know about. One completely random, unknown part. But next time on Pikmin, Distant Spring, the entire time, because there's no reason to go back to any of these other areas, except maybe this one, but I made the save on day 10, so I can show that off in an episode. I could... Do I want to tack it onto... Nah. If I wanted to tack it onto this one, I would have ended this one a bit early, and then just loaded up the save. Or save this, loaded up the previous, and go here to show you what happens on even numbered days. But I did not do that. I instead chose to flower Pikmin. You know, which who knows how useful that will become. Until then.